Arthur! No. Okay. Yeah. Stay with me, Arthur. Arthur, stay with me. No, Arthur, wake up. No, hold on, Arthur. No, Arthur. Please, wake up. No.
Bloody hell, sir. What'd you do? I'm sorry, sir. I have to report this. I have to.
Please, Sergeant! Sergeant!
It's really nice, actually.
Yes, but come on, Harry. Speech.
As you all know, I've just fallen into engagement with the beautiful woman in front of me. First, I want to thank my mother for kindly agreeing to fund our wedding and for this affair. I'm sure you all know, I served like millions of others in the Great War. It taught me something I cannot forget. Love is fleeting. It can be taken away as fast as a bullet. So I'm taking every moment with you. I love you. I won't waste this. I promise. Wow, all this champagne has run right through me. If you all don't mind, I must excuse myself. Please, drink and be merry.
Dear betrothed, may I come in? That was a wonderful speech, Harry. I almost believed you. Harry?
Good morning, sir.
Jesus Christ.
Oh. Sorry, sir.
Who exactly are you?
I am, Detective Sergeant Inspector Leon McDonaugh, sir. The captain sent me. He didn't want just one man in such a high-profile murder.
Oh, I see.
Relation of yours, sister?
Yes, it was.
Well, shall we discuss the details?
Mm-hmm. So we shall, Sergeant.
Brilliant. 1 second there, sir. Okay, here we are. The victim is one Harry Du Pont. He served in France during the war and afterwards became engaged to Miss Alice Hendy. At his engagement party, he was found stabbed in the lung by the house butler Leonard King. The other house guests who attended the gathering left last night in a panic, but all accounts say that all three of the household members were all in the area when the murder happened.
Let's get started.
Oh, sorry, sir.
Detective Chief Inspector Wilbur Wright. Detective Sergeant Leon McDonaugh. This is the Du Pont house.
Inspector, you're finally here. I cannot stand another moment with no answers. No ease in my mind.
And, what was your name?
Leonard King. Lenny.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Lenny.
Pleasure's all mine.
And you, madam, must be the famed Lady Frances Du Pont.
And you, of course, are the famous Inspector Wright.
I'm deeply sorry we had to meet under these tragic state of affairs. The bleakest fog has fallen over your home, and I can assure you that we will endeavour to get to the bottom of this. We will get justice for you, your family, and your son. May we sit down with the rest of the household? Introductions will surely ease the tension regarding accusations. We are only here to help.
If it makes your job any easier, it's just us you have to question. I'm Alice Hendy, Harry's fiancée.
Miss. My, sincere condolences.
To alleviate any concerns, we will be asking you all about the events of last night in absolute detail. McDonaugh and I will be conducting interviews in the drawing room. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you'd be so kind as to stay here in this lavish hallway, we will call you in when we require you. Now, you were all gathered for...
My son's engagement, yes.
Right. And you financed the event?
Of course. How else was it to be paid for?
Naturally. Yeah. Paid for solely by the Du Ponts.
Yes. My father couldn't make it, and Frances is, well, stubborn.
Quite. Now, excuse me for a foolish question, but in your words, what was Harry Du Pont to you?
Oh. Well, as you know, he was my fiancé, the love of my life, and my...
Friend. He was my friend. And my employer, of course.
Indeed.
What is the meaning of these questions?
It is my standard routine, Mrs. Du Pont, if you could suffer me for a little longer. When did you last see Harry Du Pont?
It must have been just gone 10.
It was 10:05.
Really, Inspector? How on earth should I know? It was a party, for God's sakes.
And he was found when?
1:15, sir.
With significant haste, then. Did you see anyone who shouldn't have been there, or rather, someone acting like they shouldn't have been there?
No, I don't think so. There were a few guests I didn't recognise.
I wouldn't know.
You want someone acting out of sorts? Look no further than that servant boy, Lester.
Leonard. It's Leonard.
Yes. He was acting like a petulant child that night. I swear he was stealing drinks. I'd fire him if it weren't for Harry.
What do you mean?
They were far too familiar. It's out of sorts. I know they both served, but this is not a trench. This is the Du Pont house, and I will not have my heir
Thank you,
mingling so closely
Mrs.
with
Du
a...
Pont.
You have no idea what it's like. Inspector, losing a son.
Yes, Mrs. Du Pont. I'm afraid I do.
What's on your mind, sir?
I'm going to need you to dig into the relationship the dead boy had with their family butler, Mr. Lenny King, was it? Now I believe that Mr. Du Pont may have had more than a passing friendship with our butler. Now that is the key that will lead us to the connected story.
You mean to say that he was attracted to men? Okay, sir. I'll talk to Lenny. I have to say, he doesn't seem like a killer.
No. Very few seem like killers. That is why we have a job.
Inspectors,
Ah, Miss Handy.
we have something we need to tell you.
And what was it that you wanted to talk to us about?
You knew, didn't you, Miss Handy? You knew Harry and Lenny were having an illicit, indeed illegal affair.
Look, we knew you'd find out. The great Wilbur Wright. Harry and I were engaged, but we were never lovers.
We were.
It wasn't an affair. The engagement was a sham.
An illicit relationship of that nature must have taken its toll.
You have no idea.
Stay on the estate. And don't leave. And for your concerns, this will stay between us.
Sir? Is everything okay, sir?
Yes. I must know. What did you think of them?
Harry and Lenny? Well, I know what the law says, but I can't possibly begin to imagine what they were going through. I just think that two people in love make the best of a hard situation.
Sergeant, I need you to search Leonard's quarters, just in case.
Sir, are you making Lenny a suspect?
Sergeant, do as I say.
Yes, sir. Sorry, sir.
Sergeant, what did you find? McDonaugh. Definitive, would you say? Well, Leonard King, you are under arrest for the murder of Harry Du Pont and for gross indecency with a male. You killed Harry after the party in a fit of wild, brutal jealousy, and you hid the knife in your quarters. You do not have to say anything, and anything you do say may be used in evidence.
May I please take a look at that, miss? Alice. Who is this in the photograph of Harry?
His name was Arthur. He and Harry had a close bond, an intimate bond during the war.
Intimate like Harry and Lenny? He died, didn't he? In the war.
Yes. How did you...
Alice. How did he die? Alice. I need you to tell me everything. For Lenny's sake.
Harry didn't tell us much.
Where on God's earth are we, sir?
I don't reckon he knows, Sergeant.
Just that he was blamed by some for the death of Arthur.
Shh! Why not alert the whole German army to where we are, Private? The last report from the Yorks was that the Huns were just inside the eastern edge of the wood, dug into some ditch, but knowing our luck, the buggers have moved.
I had a pack of woodbines for every time That's on you, right? Thanks a lot, sir. Go catch us some dinner. Nothing to be worried about, see?
I'm sorry, sir. I have to report this. I have to.
Please, Sergeant! Sergeant!
Is everything all right?
For goodness sake, what is the matter?
Relation of yours, sister?
It was. I need you to search Leonard's quarters. Do as I say. Leon?
It was you. All you. From the moment I arrived and I noticed that photo of your son in your pocket watch. Harry and Arthur. That's what this was about all along, wasn't it? You snuck in during the clamour of the celebrations and then you shoved your knife into his lung. And then I arrived and you just acted none the wiser. It's correct, is it not, Detective? You're just a killer.
No, Leon. I'm just a father. I couldn't just get him justice.
This wasn't justice. It was revenge. You of all people should know the damn difference. You were my hero. The man I admired. All those years in training, looking up to you in the force, sir. I made a pledge when I joined. And I'm going to keep my pledge. We're taking you away.
Inspector, you... It can't be. You were supposed to help us. You were supposed to help.
Constable, uncuff Mr. King now, would you? And take Mr. Wright down the station.
Thank you, Leon.